All right, George Rose, a brutal victory for Keith Thurman, but a lot of heart shown by Brock Jarvis tonight.
Massive heart from Brock. I was really proud with the effort that he showed. He came out firing. I thought for a moment there he was gonna get Keith Thurman, and Keith just showed his class, and mate, he looked outstanding as well. I thought both of them great performance.
What did you make of Keith Thurman? He's 36, going on 37, but he's still world class.
Yeah, look, I thought I wasn't sure because, like I said, I thought that Brock had clipped him there at one stage, and I thought he was doing it tough. But then he comes out, finishes Brock in devastating fashion, and then he's dancing, bouncing off the fucking corner post and dancing through the ring, and he was. And then he was straight back on the chat straight away. He was very impressive. It was very impressive.
You know, he called out Tszyu, but Tszyu's got the fight in a few weeks' time against Joey Spencer. But how exciting would a Keith Thurman-Tszyu fight be?
Yeah, well, Thurman made it very clear that he's Team Spencer as well. You know, he said USA is coming to take over. So big fight for Tim. It just got even bigger. You know, he knows that Thurman's on the other side. He saw what Thurman is bringing tonight. And he knows he's got a younger, hungrier opponent coming up on April 6th. So really tough fight for Tim, but exciting for him too, knowing that there's two great fights that he's going to have.
What's it been like to work with Keith? He's an utter professional. He's a showman. What's that experience been like?
Mate, it's been nerve-wracking, to be honest, because I'm thinking someone's going to tap me on the shoulder soon and say, hey, we want Keith to run No Limit. He talks way better than you. He looks way better than you. He's better at this than you. He's someone that sort of steals the show. He's an ultimate promoter, and someone who does it way better than me and way better than anyone else that I've seen do it. So he's been a pleasure to work with as far as promoting the fight. Willing to do anything. He got here, flew to Brisbane, commentated the whole show. Come back, he's been to the NRL, the AFL. He's been, not only that, he's been a lot of the feedback too, the gyms that he's been training in, he hasn't only been doing his own training and doing his own work, but he's been there offering advice and tips to local people too. So he's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to boxing, and clearly a good human around boxing. If you're into boxing, he's there for you and there to support you. So I found that very interesting about him, but the thing that I loved the most was the chat. I thought he was outstanding.
Now, where does Brock Jarvis go from here? Obviously there was talk of a potential Nikita Tszyu fight, but where do you see Brock Jarvis going?
Yeah, look, I think for Brock, recover first. You know, it was obviously a big knockout off the back of a big build-up. So just want him to be healthy and happy again first. But, you know, the way that he's handled himself leading up to this, the attention that he gathers himself, everybody's tuning in to see what Brock Jarvis is doing. So you want to be able to do a bit more work with Brock Jarvis, given the amount of attention that he garners.
Newcastle next.
Can't wait, man. 3 weeks.
Let's go.
Counting down.